Broadcast Center in Los Angeles. This is KCAL9 News at 8.
Now at 8, the heartbroken family of a man killed in a Hollywood hit and run is pleading with anyone who saw the accident to help police track down that driver.
Looking live tonight at downtown LA, lots of clouds in the sky. Guess what? More rain's on the way. We'll tell you when.
Making their voices heard, UC students across the state swarmed westward today to fight another tuition hike. Hello, everybody. I'm Elsa Ramon.
I'm Suzanne Marquez.
A Southland family is devastated after a deadly hit and run in Hollywood.
The 44-year-old victim worked at LA Children's Hospital where he cooked food for young cancer patients. Now, police are desperately asking anyone who saw the crash to come forward.
KCAL9's Dave Lopez spoke with the victim's family.
This terrible tragedy occurred in Hollywood. The family lives in Diamond Bar, and they made it very clear to us. Please come and talk to us. We need help. They made that very clear.
I was devastated. I'm still devastated.
It's very hard for us. We just asking for help from the public.
The father and brother of 44-year-old Danny Garagosian are still in shock over how he died. 9:30 in the morning, March 2nd. It was raining. He was standing on the corner of Hollywood and Stanley on his cell phone, waiting to cross the street at an intersection. One neighbor said she saw him standing there. She went inside, came back seconds later, and he was in the street, bleeding from his head.
I thank LAPD, homicide, they doing their job, but we need more help from the public.
Police are investigating his death as a hit and run. They say the head injuries he suffered are consistent with getting hit by a car whose driver did not stop. Detectives have yet to find any security video, and no one has come forward to say they actually saw a car hit Garagosian. Yet, police say the evidence is there. The injuries are consistent. He got hit.
He was a super likable person. He had an attraction to him, a super kind attraction. You could see it in his eyes.
His family said he didn't have a car, but he walked or took public transportation everywhere. To his job at Children's Hospital in Los Angeles, to a second job that he had at Sears, and he even came down and helped run the family business in Diamond Bar.
And smiles all day, smiles. Whether he's having a bad day or good day, he always had smiles on.
At Children's Hospital, Garagosian worked the cafeteria. His main job, deliver food to the children's cancer ward. He was always smiling with the kids, his family told me. And now they say someone took that smile away, much too early. Police say they're working on a few leads, but they too say they need the public's input. Anyone saw anything happen on that Hollywood street corner on March 2nd? Please help. From Diamond Bar, Dave Lopez, KCAL9 News.
Police are asking you to take a close look at pictures we're about to show you. They're looking for this man. He's suspected of a brutal murder. Westminster police say he stabbed 22-year-old Terania Nichols at a Quality Inn on Westminster Boulevard on February 5th. Police say the man parked his car nearby, walked right up to Nichols' room, and stabbed her to death.
You saw him as he hit the stairwell and walked up to the second floor, taking a couple last-minute hits off of a vape, and then walking directly to the hotel. We don't have cameras on the room, so a lot of the information we have there is speculative at this point.
Investigators are trying to figure out how the two even knew each other. Police believe the man got away in a dark color, older four-door sedan. They're still trying to find him. If you think you recognize him, you're asked to call Westminster Police.
Sky 9 got a big of a soaking this afternoon. Stu Muddell and his crew found some rain as they flew over the San Fernando Valley. And check out this funnel cloud. A city worker in San Luis Obispo spotted it today, and there was more stormy weather on the way. KCAL9 meteorologist Markina Brown joins us tonight with when it's all expected to begin. Markina?
Well, Suzanne, we've got a few more storm systems to come through the area, so we're going to continue in this kind of unsettled pattern where we get the cooler temperatures, the clouds, and of course the rain. As you can see, we are still looking at some rain for really most of the state of California. Zooming in here, you notice that it is very light rain. We are not seeing a whole lot of moderate or heavy rain, but it is the kind of rain that kind of comes and goes. You can drive a mile and be completely dry, and then after that you could start to see some rain, and then you run into a rainbow and sun. So that's what we're going to continue to deal with. Right now we are looking at light rain showers making its way through parts of Santa Paula, Ventura County, Thousand Oaks, Oxnard starting to dry out for now, but again we've got in and out showers throughout the forecast area, and that will continue to be our story. Winds are also a concern here. We have a wind advisory in effect for the area of Lancaster here through about 9 o'clock tonight through 11 o'clock tonight. Another wind advisory in effect here, as you can see, for the San Bernardino Mountains here. So we will continue to watch out for this kind of unsettled weather that will continue to move through the area. Believe it or not, we've got not one, not two, but 3 more storm systems coming through our area, including this one. We'll talk about when those will come through the first day of spring. We've got St. Patty's Day coming. We'll sort out the weather forecast over the next several days for you coming up in just a little bit. Until then, ladies, back to you.
Thanks, Markina. Keep in mind the CBS LA weather app is always at your fingertips. Download it now on iTunes and Google Play.
An unprecedented nationwide protest at schools all across the country as students demand action on gun violence. This is the walkout in Parkland, Florida. It comes 1 month after 17 were massacred on campus. And across the country in Portland, students joined them in a sign of peace. In Washington, D.C., students took their message straight to Congress. They made their demands loud and clear as thousands gathered outside the Capitol.
What do we want? Gun control! When do we want it? Now!
And this scene outside L.A. City Hall here at home, students from Belmont High School walked out of their classes to push for stricter gun laws as well. They cited last month's accidental classroom shooting in East L.A. when a gun went off in a student's backpack. Other students across Southern California also organized events to support the nationwide protests. But as KCAL9's Amy Johnson tells us, some students were not on board.
Students from the Los Angeles Center for Enriched Studies actually took their message to the street, walking off campus. They said that they knew they could face consequences, but they say it was worth it.
This is for Martin Duque Anguino.
A dove released for each victim in the Marjorie Stoneham Douglas school shooting.
This is for Peter Wang.
Just part of the ceremony during a walkout at La Crescenta High School. At Granada Hills Charter High School, students spelled out enough. There were similar scenes around the Southland and across the country at 10 a.m., raising awareness for more gun control.
School should be the most important safe zone.
Hundreds of students walked out at Eagle Rock High School and gathered around 17 chairs, each with the name of a victim.
We wanted to help remember all of the lives that were taken and hopefully help start a trend to help change the society that we live in today.
LAUSD school administrators allowed the students to express themselves without any consequences.
I'm very proud of our students.
LAUSD Interim Superintendent Vivian Ekchian.
The fact that they wanted to express themselves and engage in dialogue and strategize around what they needed to do differently.
But not everyone was on board.
I'm really against walkouts. I think these people could protest on their own time. I come to school mainly to learn, and that's it.
But at LA Center for Enriched Studies, or LACES, dozens of students could be seen from our chopper walking away from their campus.
We walked out to stop gun violence. We want people in office to do something about it, so we're walking now to try to make a change.
They say they knew there could be consequences.
I was kind of scared about the consequences because we weren't really supposed to walk, but we felt that it was important to walk, so we did what we felt was right.
For the students that walked too far and were gone too long, well, they were marked truant. But for the other students, they faced no consequences. And overall, administrators say there were no major problems. In Mid-City, Amy Johnson, KCAL9 News.
As the debate rages over whether to arm America's teachers, a California teacher is in trouble for firing a gun in a classroom. Dennis Alexander is a reserve officer with the Sand City Police Department and a teacher at Seaside High School. He was teaching a justice class yesterday when he accidentally fired a gun into the ceiling.
Fragments from the bullet struck a student in the neck. Fortunately, there were no serious injuries.
The police chief says the student will recover. Alexander is on administrative leave while police and the school district investigate the shooting.
The vote counting is over in Pennsylvania, but the fighting over who won has just begun. Democrat Connor Lamb appears to have won the special election for an open house seat in Pennsylvania by the slimmest of margins. The latest returns show the 30-year-old former prosecutor beat Republican Rick Saccone by just 421 votes. But the Republican Party has filed a complaint about how those votes were counted. And all the voting machines and records have been impounded, and a recount is now likely. The Democrats' win is seen as a huge upset in President Trump's Rust Belt.
As seen on TV, not quite. If you bought one of those Snuggies, you could be getting a refund check in the mail. The company's costly mistake next. Markina?
Yeah, thanks. We've got a short period to dry out before more rain comes to the Southland. Stick around. I'm tracking a few storms for you coming up.
Also at 8, as turmoil continues in the West Wing, a look at who else may be on the outs with President Trump.
Then a deadly discovery in the backyard of a home in the city of Orange. 2 people who didn't even live there.
Here's a look at the best of LA and Orange County tonight on KCAL9.com, where we're always on. KCAL9 News at 8. We'll be right back.